showcasing the best form of her career. But with Valentina Shevchenko determined to get her own title shot, this could very well be a fight to remember. Rapidly closing in on a world title shot, Brazil's Amanda Nunes will be looking to extend her current winning streak tonight. But after recently crashing the top 15, Valentina Shevchenko has her sights on stopping the Lioness in her tracks.
I'm ready for 100%, and I know it will be a good opponent, among the good opponent, and I will do all the best, all what I can for win this fight.
Eu estou preparada para finalizar a Valentina. Eu venho treinando muito bem e eu sou melhor que ela, tanto em cima como embaixo.
One of the most fearsome finishers in the Bantamweight division, Amanda Nunes victories by knockout or submission. And after the defeats of Shayna Baszler and Sarah McMahon, she is a serious threat for world title honors in 2016.
Eu venho de boas vitórias, em cima de boas oponentes. E hoje à noite eu vou fazer o mesmo, procurar a todo momento a finalização para mostrar que eu tenho toda para disputar os títulos.
A decorated Muay Thai specialist who built an imposing resume on the international scene, Valentina Shevchenko made her long-awaited UFC debut. And in defeating former Strikeforce champion Sarah Kaufman, Bullet announced her arrival to the big time.
I'm very happy to be here, participating in UFC events, and I will do all my best to show who I am.
I'll tell you what Valentina Shevchenko is. She is an extremely dangerous and well-versed striker. 17-time World Muay Thai champion, K1 champion, and very notable, Joe, she has a kickboxing victory over the strawweight champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
She is very, very impressive in her kickboxing credentials. She has a black belt in Taekwondo. And one of the things that was interesting about her first fight in the UFC was she showed a lot of grappling. She showed that this isn't something she's stepping into lightly, that she is prepared for all aspects of MMA and really did a great job out grappling Sarah Kaufman, who is a longtime veteran of women's MMA. She's a beast, very physically strong, and again, she took that first fight on 9 days' notice.
Crazy, right?
Amazing.
Against the former Strikeforce champion.
She showed some real physical strength in that fight too, Mike. And she's going to need that against Nunes. Nunes has so many tools and weapons.
Take a look at our Cut Man Cam. Brought to you by Hardcore Henry. Critics are calling Hardcore Henry a mix of Jason Bourne, Captain America, and Call of Duty. Hardcore Henry, only in theaters April 8th. Final preparation as Shevchenko, 12-1 in her MMA career, looks for her 6th straight win. Her mother, a 3rd Dan black belt in Taekwondo. 2nd degree is her daughter Shevchenko. First entered the gym at age 5, started competing at age 7. 68-2 as a professional fighter. But this is a very aggressive, determined, and dangerous young Brazilian. Born in Oeiras, Bahia, Brazil. 4 victories in the Octagon, Joe, all 4 by first-round stoppage.
She has some serious power in her hands, Mike, some serious submission skills, and she has that air about her of a woman who's coming into her own as a fighter. She just keeps getting better and better. Her wins become more and more spectacular, and particularly her last 2 against Sarah McMahon. She stunned Sarah with a vicious right hand, got her down, and finished her off with a rear naked choke in the first round, and before that just absolutely battered Shayna Baszler. I mean, she looks like a woman on a mission.
Check out our fighter description of Amanda Nunes. Brought to you by Hardcore Henry on April 8th. Don't just see a movie, be part of one. Hardcore Henry in theaters April 8th. 2nd most finishes in women's bantamweight history.
and she's still growing and improving, Mike. That's what's interesting about her. She's 27 years old, and she's training at American Top Team, one of the very best facilities on earth today. What she has that's really interesting to me is not just toughness and aggression, but she has that God-given gift of one-punch knockout power, which is very rare in women's MMA.
Amanda Nunes moved to the U.S. in 2011. She began training karate at age 7. Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight is brought to you by Hardcore Henry. Critics are calling Hardcore Henry a revolutionary movie experience. Only in theaters, April 8th. Both fighters 27 years old. Nunes, 3 inches taller, weighted at 136, has a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, let's get the pay-per-view underway. The veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the MGM grass for UFC 196, McGregor versus Diaz. It's on! And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record, 12 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Lima, Peru, by way of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, presenting the number 10 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a striker holding a professional record, 11 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Bahia, Brazil, presenting the number 4 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean, our referee for this huge bantamweight bout. Ariani, Brittany, Vanessa, Chrissy, all here for UFC 196 from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Nunes and Shevchenko. And here we go. The Brazilian in the dark trunks, southpaw stance. In the white trunks, Valentina Shevchenko.
Shevchenko with some serious Muay Thai skills, outstanding use of the elbows, knees, kicks and punches, and of course the clinch. She's outstanding in the clinch as well, and very, very physically strong.
12-1 in her MMA career. Nunes, 9 first-round finishes, 3 knockouts in under 30 seconds. This one will not be another one. And as Joe mentioned during the walk-ins, she has that rare one-punch power.
She does, but it's going to be interesting to see how much she opens up with Shevchenko. Knowing Shevchenko's background, knowing her credentials in striking, and she just opens up with a kick. Shevchenko, though, is not necessarily known for being one of those one-punch knockout artists. She wears you down with a barrage of strikes.
Much like Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Yes.
Very similar. 2 of Europe's finest.
It's just very rare to see one-punch power in the women's division. Although any woman can kick your head off.
Well, and that woman's going to fight later tonight in the co-headliner. I was thinking the same thing, Joe.
Just the amount of power you can generate from a kick. Pretty much any one of them can knock each other out with a well-placed kick. It's a matter of getting it there. But Valentina and Nunes both are capable of doing that for sure.
And Amanda's really done a nice job with her progression from kickboxer to mixed martial artist. This is a very important matchup. There it is, Joe.
There it is.
She's very important matchup.
Yes, she's very light on her feet, Amanda is. She does a lot of bouncing in and out, where Shevchenko, she sort of takes on that very traditional Thai style of standing right in front of you with a light front leg.
Nunes was in control here in 2014 against Kat Zingano. She had a big first round, ended up getting stopped in the third round. She moved to American Top Team after that fight. So, Joe, this is her third fight as a member of ATT.
Yeah, and we saw marked improvement almost immediately after that.
Yes.
And again, she's 27 years old, as is Shevchenko. They're both learning and growing. Shevchenko looking for that counter hook there.
Nice kick. Shevchenko, very strong, great base, big, strong legs.
And so far, she's fighting very patient in this first round, just waiting to find the distance, and Nunes opening up on her.
Nunes is vicious, thus the nickname the Lioness.
Another thing to take into consideration is that Shevchenko, in having fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk, obviously Jędrzejczyk is a 115-pound fighter. I don't know what weight they kickboxed at, but Nunes is most certainly a bigger fighter than that and has some serious power. And she's winging that right hand, Mike.
Shevchenko has not lost since 2010. Spin and a miss.
Yeah, she telegraphed that. Shevchenko is like really defensive here, Mike. Just kind of standing and waiting for Nunes to open up. And Nunes keeps throwing these wild kicks, but not setting them up, not hiding them behind punches.
Valentina very aware of the go for broke attitude and style of fighting that the Brazilian possesses early.
Yeah, she's looking for that counter right hook over the top left shoulder of Nunes.
Under a minute in the first. Good kick.
Good kick to the body.
They clinch. Nice takedown.
Takedown, very nicely done.
Nunes, a black belt in jiu-jitsu, brown belt in judo.
Not a lot of time to work on the ground here.
Seconds. Nunes trying to posture out. Good elbow. Shevchenko trying to keep that wrist control. 10 seconds. Big shot. Nicely done with the up kick. Pushed her away.
Very nicely done by Shevchenko.
Come on, my love. Sit down. Let's breathe. Breathe. You're already in the fight. You felt it. Okay. She's going to try to counterattack you. I want you using that kick from the back, coming up and cutting to the side. Only that.
Conan, such a great coach. Mike Brown, former WEC champion. And in the corner of Shevchenko.
Keep your distance and
22 years.
stay with your game plan. She is active, but she is trying to be active, but she is not just doing your...
Don't forget, UFC Fight Pass brings you original productions on March 11th, live and exclusive in Invicta. On that same night, a featured bout for Brisbane, Trujillo, Pearson. 8 more live and exclusive events in the month of March. The UFC's digital streaming service, UFCFightPass.com. As they were talking in the corner, partner, I was trying to explain that she's been with Pavel for 20, much like when you talk about Holly Holm with Mike Winklejohn.
Good kick to the body by Nunes, and this is forcing Shevchenko to open up.
Yes. She's picking up the pace early here in round 2.
Well, she's got her, because that first round, she did a lot of standing around waiting. And in traditional Muay Thai, you see that a lot of the first rounds in Thai fights, they start very slowly. You can't do that in MMA.
Right.
You can't create a deficit that forces you to step out of your game plan to try to catch up with. Because once you're behind, all your opponent has to do is, you know, get you to get out of your element, get you to chase them. And Amanda Nunes continues to land that. Oh, try to kick her while she's down. Amanda Nunes continues to land that hard right kick to the body.
And because our fights are segmented into 3 or 5 5-minute rounds, once you let 5 minutes slip away, you can't get it back.
You start fighting with desperation, you start making mistakes. And now Nunes on top here, looking to pass the guard of Shevchenko. Big, big difference in the skill level on the ground, at least on paper for Nunes. Highly accomplished Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Hammer fist by Nunes.
The ground and pound opportunities here. Postured up nicely.
And Shevchenko is not liking it. She's eating some hard hammer fists here.
A strong display of ground skills by Amanda Nunes.
Look, good control so far, but I'd like to see her get out of this half guard position. This girl should not be able to keep her in half guard. I'd like to see her secure head and arm control, which she looks like she's going for. She's got the left arm wrapped around the head, but pass that guard. Pass that guard, mount her, and try to finish her. She's getting some decent ground and pound off, but if she could move to the mount, she'd get some real stuff off.
As I mentioned earlier, Nunes has finished all 11 of her victories. Try to get that knee on the right arm, and the elbows continue to come down hard.
Yeah, Shevchenko's in a bad spot here because Nunes is just much stronger than her in these positions. And Shevchenko's just kind of holding on and doing her best to mitigate the damage, but she's bleeding now. Yeah. Her face is cut up, and Amanda's targeting it now.
She feels it. She senses a potential finish here. Shevchenko's getting beat up.
But she's just not moving enough. She's not utilizing a good, strong half guard and trying to elevate Amanda's body. I mean, Amanda's just having her way with her here.
Shevchenko just got her one hand back, but she's still in big trouble, Joe.
Well, she might get up here. She might get up here. Nope.
Ran right back down.
Beautiful job by Nunes. But, you know, even the half guard is no picnic because Amanda's got such good control on top and she's landing strikes.
Doing great.
Another hard shot. Valentina's a mess here. A lot of blood. A lot of blood, and Amanda keeps hitting those same spots. Hammer fist by Nunes. Oh, man.
Excellent job.
And you can hear Mike Brown saying, excellent job. They're very happy with what she's done. Amanda now inside control here. Just got to get past that knee. She does. She's got complete total control here. And she may try to move towards a finish. She's going to mount her. She takes the back. She's got her back now.
Looking to lock it in, looking for a finish.
Full control by Amanda Nunes.
Looking for her third finish by rear naked choke.
She's not on a choke, she's just got it on the jaw, but she's cranking on her neck. But what she's gonna do is set up another choke. She's gonna keep doing this and back and forth. What she's trying to do is get her to try to keep defending. Oh, she's squeezing across the face. I mean, Shevchenko does not want to quit, but if Amanda's got a really good squeeze,
she might just go out.
Well, she might be able to turn into a neck crank. She's going to try to use her right leg to trap the arm. Oh, she's under the neck now. Oh,
Nunes patient.
Like Shevchenko is in a bad spot here. She's not
tough it out.
Not defending that well. Nunes is adjusting. She's adjusting the body triangle. Boy, Shevchenko is just durable. Look at this. She's going to wind up on top. Nunes made a big mistake there in adjusting the body triangle. Shevchenko just made a small adjustment, and now she's on top in Nunes' guard.
Man, we just saw the toughness and durability of Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, there can be no doubt she's tough.
Tonight's Cutman Camp, brought to you by Hardcore Henry. Critics are calling Hardcore Henry a mix of Jason Bourne, Captain America, and Call of Duty. Hardcore Henry, only in theaters April 8th.
Just keep it standing, Valentina. Very aggressive. You totally control her on standing. Pick up the pace.
You see, and Amanda Nunes with the kick. Valentina Shevchenko catches it, takes her down, but Nunes winds up on top. the stronger grappling by Nunes was a big, big factor in that round, and some nasty, nasty ground and pound. Now here's where she made a critical error. When she was going for the rear naked choke, she made an adjustment in the back mount and lost the position at the very end of the round. But Valentina really toughed it out, Mike.
Toughed it out, survives for round 3. She's got to get a finish.
But she's way behind now.
Yes.
And look at this, Nunes immediately, oh, she ate a knee. Shevchenko with an elbow.
Yeah, that stunned her, Joe.
Yes, it did. And look at this.
Shevchenko with the takedown.
Failed takedown attempt by Nunes. She could have been stunned by that elbow, Mike.
Absolutely.
Now, look at the difference, though. Nunes controlling the posture. She's going to catch her breath, and what she's going to try to do is get that left knee in play. She's going to try to hip escape, pop up, get that left knee in play, and slide it underneath. She's trying to capture that leg. She's trying to do it sneakily. Reach over with her right leg and capture the left leg of Shevchenko. But she's going to slowly start doing that. Keep walking counterclockwise and keep trying to move until she captures one of those legs and turns it into a half guard position.
Shevchenko's adjusted well thus far.
But she's going under the leg now.
Yeah.
She's going under the leg, and Shevchenko's moving towards an Americana. But you're not going to tap anybody like that. You got to bring it down towards the body. Amanda's in a bad spot here.
Yeah, she is.
It looks like she might be hurt, Mike, because the way she's moving, not moving very well under there.
She pushes her up.
And she's up.
We got ourselves a fight. Less than 3.5 remain. Third and final round.
Well, that was the first real success by Shevchenko, both in the stand-up and on the ground.
Great way to start our pay-per-view. Live from Las Vegas. 3 minutes.
And again, Nunes keeps throwing that singular kick by itself, and you're just not going to get that off on a world Muay Thai champion like Shevchenko.
She was very careless there, too, Joe. Thought about maybe a lackluster takedown. Ate a couple of knees.
Well, she could be still stunned.
Yeah.
I mean, she got cracked with that elbow. There was a couple other strikes that landed in that exchange as well. Hard to tell whether or not she was hurt.
Nunes, the 4th-ranked contender in the Bantamweight division.
And Shevchenko just looked at Nunes, and Nunes shook her head, which almost always means that you're hurt.
Shevchenko turning it on.
And Nunes using that one hand on the ground to negate the knees, to stop the knees to the body, or the head, rather, but she's still getting punched in the face. She pulls out. Good round for Shevchenko.
Absolutely. We might have ourselves a sprint to the finish. 2 minutes.
Well, Shevchenko's really got to do something big to win this fight. I mean, she's got to finish her by a submission or by a knockout, most likely. I just can't imagine that she would have won either one of those first 2 rounds.
Agreed. Toe-to-toe, center of the octagon. 95 seconds remain. Nunes wants to continue to secure a spot in the title race.
Again, Nunes is throwing single strikes by themselves. I mean, she may be tired, it's tough to tell, but by throwing those one kicks by themselves, it shows that she's not setting it up with combinations. Oh, nice knee on the break by Shevchenko.
1 minute remains. Round 1, round 2. Very well fought by the Brazilian. Shevchenko with that cut under her left eye. Looking for a highlight reel finish. She slipped there. Let's see if the sense of urgency really escalates as needed right here.
She's trying. Superman punch to the body there.
Under 30.
I mean, she's got to really ramp it up here if she wants to get the victory.
Blood rolling down the left cheek of Shevchenko.
But when you see this active striking from her now, you got to wonder, like, where was this in the first round?
Absolutely.
Where was this in the second?
Final seconds of the fight.
I mean, again, this is her second fight in the octagon. Whoa! Oh, man!
They go the distance. Amanda Nunes, Valentina Shevchenko.
Impressive third round for Shevchenko, and it seemed like she had Nunes hurt a bit. Put it on her, but probably not enough. And for Nunes, 2 very good rounds, especially the second round. But definitely seemed to fade in the third. And was making some poor technical choices as far as like trying to attack with a singular head kick by itself over and over again.
Joe Fight Replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
And here's the second round. Amanda Nunes just all over Shevchenko, just ground and pounding, and that's where she was doing her best work. But Shevchenko had her moments, and here's one of them. Bam, that elbow. That elbow really rocked her. And Nunes went for the takedown, but she just seemed really tired and weak at that point. And I think a lot of that had to do with the strikes that Shevchenko had gotten off in that round.
Raise your arms as if you are going to earn the victory. We will find out. It's in the hands of the judges. Time for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored this contest 29-28, 29-27, and 29-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Amanda, the Lioness Nunes.
Congratulations. I'm here with the winner, Amanda Nunes, a very happy winner. This was a tough fight. You had 2 very good rounds. Looked like you really dominated, particularly with the ground and pound. Were you hurt at all in the third?
First of all, I dedicated this fight for my coach, Mike Brown, Kona, Nina, Dean Thomas, Roger, Phil, and Mike Rod. And thank you so much for helping me to make this happen today.
You had 2 very good rounds. You really dominated her, particularly in the second round with your ground and pound. What changed in the third?
Guys, this is very, very tough fight for me because I never fight 3 rounds, you know. This is a big test for my career to, you know, to next step. And everything's happened. Like, my coach is amazing. America top team, the best gym on the planet.
Was there anything that you didn't expect in this fight? Was there anything unusual?
Like I said yesterday, everything I'm ready for that, you know. Everything she bring it tonight, I'm very ready.
Well, this was an excellent victory over a former multiple-time world Muay Thai champion, and this just moves you further up the ranks. What are your thoughts about the title fight tonight between Holly Holm and Miesha Tate?
I'm cheering for Miesha, you know. We already talked yesterday tonight. If she won this fight, it's gonna be, I'm gonna see her soon. And Dana White.
He's busy.
He's busy. I really want my next title shot. Please, give it to me this opportunity. Sean Shelby, please.
Congratulations, Amanda. Amanda Nunes, ladies and gentlemen.